Hello everyone, welcome back to the Divine Speaker. The previous part was a lot. Please go watch it. I don't even know how to condense it into what happened in the last episode. We're gonna just jump right in. I'm still recording this on the same day. I don't know if I've missed anything. I just know that I wanted to see the boys again if they're the ones that doing the frantic yelling. If you want to play this game yourself, links are in the description. As always check the description. Links to games always there. As we approached the entryway, I heard a frantic yelling.
What happened? What are we doing here? My head hurts. Fawn, can you kiss it better? Now is not the time! Leos, wake up!
Oh, just let me sleep.
Oh, this poor man, he's like, I'm exhausted, just let me lie here.
Wake up!
Go away, mouse boy.
I did not have to do this.
The sound of a slap echoed through the hallway. Ooh.
Ow! God, what the hell? What'd you do that for, huh? Will you wake up already? Rain's missing!
He's what? Where are we? We were just searching the mansion, right?
Guys?
When we entered, I think that's what messing me up. When we entered the entryway, 3 pairs of eyes turned to face us. First, they looked relieved, then they noticed the people I was with.
What's going on?
Look at the team back together again. Oh my god, I am so relieved to see all of them on screen.
There's a lot to explain. I'm so happy to see you 3.
Before I realized it, tears streamed down my cheeks. I'm so happy to be alive, to see my friends again.
What's gotten into you?
Oh my god, they fit so much.
Aw, he's crying. I think it's time for a group hug.
Yes, hug everyone, please.
I don't think now's the time to.
Cyne, I love this man. Cyne pulled over Leos and Fawn against their will, wrapping his arms around all of us. I quickly did the same. Oh.
Okay, that's enough. Can you tell me what exactly happened?
Where to start? Slowly went over the events of what just happened, explaining in detail. At times their faces showed disbelief, and other times sadness. Every word that escaped my mouth seemed like a lie, so much so even I found myself hard to believe. But yet, they listened to every word intently.
So, in short, the Nox we knew was actually Soren. And Nox was really a demon. A god. I wanted to help him. I wanted to save him, but this was the best we could do.
It just had to be this guy that turned up. What are you doing here?
Oh, not happy to see me?
Not exactly. But I'll put my disdain to the side for now since you saved his life.
There's no point giving me your praise. If I went in there alone, you would have found my body later, too.
He pointed towards the peach-haired man, who stared in our direction.
I'm sorry this is where we had to become acquainted. Under better circumstances.
You were a bird that turned into a man?
It's a long story, and this isn't the place to discuss it.
Okay.
Isn't it about time you properly introduced yourselves? I can't help but think that this isn't the kind of thing travelers get involved with.
I promise. I'll explain everything properly later. For now, we must get Nox and Soren to someone that can help. And the only way to do that is to leave Oxabor.
As we approached the front door, I blew out the candle and set it down. I almost felt sad. Was this the last candle that'll ever be lit in this house? The last to ever be blown out? Will Soren get to come back? We exit through the doorway, out into the chilly streets of Oxabor. The darkness outside felt light compared to the heaviness of Soren's mansion. The air was fresher, more alive. After everything that happened, I breathed a sigh of relief. I made it. Fawn, Leos, and Cyne were all okay. Soren had a glimmer of hope. We walked through the streets and alleyways until we reached the main road.
This doesn't feel great, does it?
No, it doesn't. He must have felt so alone. So abandoned. He had no one to turn to or depend on. Both Nox and Soren. I feel sorry for both of them.
Me too. Wait a minute. Before we leave, there's something I have to do first.
Oh. What are we doing? I led the group towards the town center and approached the village notice board. Last on the list was my name, Rain.
Does anyone have something I can write with?
Here.
Under my name, I wrote Soren Murano. I looked at it for a moment before turning away. This ends things. It's time to leave.
The next stop is Sidkayam. Soren mentioned that Caspian fled there to get away from Nox.
Sid Cam? You never stop surprising me. Actually, that's where I'm headed to as well.
Wait, weren't you meant to return home? You live in Sidkayam?
That's right. I was feeling a little sad, you know? Thinking we'd have to part ways after all we've been through together and all we have left to do. But fate really has a way of making things happen, huh? Why don't you come back in my carriage? It's a few days' travel away, and I have plenty of room to spare.
Well, what a kind offer. It would be rude of me not to accept.
Who invited you? Walk.
How many times do I have to tell you? You have to ask first. You can't just hitch a ride with whoever you want. Although, if it was being offered, we wouldn't turn it down. The person who may be able to help Nox also lives in Sidkayam, and if we have to carry him the whole way, it'll add days to our journey.
The more the merrier, of course.
So suspicious. Smile was wiped off of Cyne's face. He seemed wary, not annoyed like Leo's, but as if he was quietly calculating something. There you go.
Wait, are you kidding me? The last time was hell and I have to do it again?
Last time wasn't so bad.
Maybe for you. I was squished between a bunch of assholes.
I can't thank you enough. If you're happy to have us, of course we'll come with you.
Let's not waste any more time then. It's finally time for the shadow to pass over Oxabor.
Perhaps tomorrow will be the day a new sun rises.
We found ourselves headed towards the outskirts of town, where Lila's dropped us off just yesterday. It was almost funny how that felt like it happened weeks ago. God, yeah, wow. But in reality, we spent only 2 days here. Oh, that does feel like forever ago, oh my god.
Oh, I have to warn you, my driver is...
Uh-huh.
Sir, is that you?
Who is this?
Here we go again.
Okay. He ran at Cyne faster than I'd ever seen a human being move. He dashed forward and crashed to the ground at Cyne's feet, sobbing.
Sir, how could you do this to me? You've been gone since yesterday. I thought you were dead. I've been worried sick.
Come on, it was just a little detour. No harm done.
The face! Oh my god, he looks so cute.
No harm. Your parents are going to kill me. They'll murder me. Every time I tell you not to run off, and yet you do it anyway.
You're embarrassing me. Stand up.
Can I help you up?
I raised my hand out to help the man up, but he just glared at me from the ground.
And who are these people? Don't tell me you've picked up even more men. What will your parents think? You know they don't like you hanging around the common folk.
Hey, what does he mean by common folk?
I almost feel like I should be offended.
Oh, Lord Cynaculus.
Oh,
All night,
wow.
I've been wandering the streets, trying to find you. Why would you do this to me?
Lord who?
Hey, don't call me...
Of course, Leos, of course.
Oh my...
Miraculous! Is that your name?
All of you are awful.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's it's hilarious. Hold on. Let me bow down to you, Lord Sinecula. Oh, God.
Shut up! Pretend you never heard that.
Cyne was red from ear to ear and refused to meet my eyes. Surprisingly, I found it pretty refreshing to see. Lord, though. Interesting. He must be pretty important, more so than he seemed at first. Since he usually spends his time messing around, it's hard to imagine him as a lord. But he does have a lot of money, and a driver for his own fancy carriage. His personality isn't very lordly, though. I'm sure he'll have plenty of time to discuss this. Okay, sorry. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to discuss his lordness, and the trip is as long as I've been told, though.
Just shut up! This is my retainer,
Embarrassed.
Ether.
He's so embarrassed. Cyne quickly dragged Ether up from the floor where he was laid in a pile, sobbing. This dramatic man.
Get a hold of yourself. Don't you think it's time to go home? Look, I'm here. Let's go.
Sir, we're already 2 days late. There's no explaining ourselves out of this. I'll be killed. Or worse, fired.
Okay. I promise I won't run off. All right. Does that make it better?
You've said that last time too. Sir, you have to pinky promise me.
Will you shut up? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not going anywhere. You didn't have any problem with it last week.
Because he was probably entertaining you. And be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'm down. But now he has friends and you're embarrassing him.
Just fine. Okay, fine. I pinky promise I won't run off again. Can we leave now?
Is it really okay that we hitch a ride? If it's too difficult, we can just...
No, you're coming with me. Ether, get the horses ready to leave.
You're bringing them with you? Don't you think they're a little dirty?
Oh, well, he's probably not lying. We've been like on the road for like who knows how long. I forget. Week? Days? It's been so many days.
We're standing right here. I can hear every word you're saying.
Be menacing. Be menacing, Leos.
I can't carry this guy all day. Get a move on.
Let me give you a hand with him.
Thanks. Let's just set him down in the back.
They push the horror-stricken driver out of the way and set Soren's unconscious body in the back of the carriage. Cyne gave Ether a look and he ran towards the driver's seat. I felt a little bad for him having to deal with all of our trouble. The rest of us piled into the back. Wow. The interior is even more lavish than I imagined. Lilas's carriage, while comfortable, wouldn't dream of comparing. Even so, with all of 7 of us squished in, it was a little tight. Cyne, Leos, Fawn, and I sat on one side, while Soren and the other 2 sat on the other. Seeing as Cyne traveled here alone, it was surprising that his carriage was quite this big.
Wow, this is cozy. And a much better idea than traveling by foot. I should give myself a pat on the back for getting us this ride.
Huh? What for? Without us, you'd be walking.
Do you expect me to thank you? You're as much of a freeloader as I am.
The difference is I was invited.
I try not to sweat the details.
I looked towards the peach-haired man seated across from me. He stayed out of the conversation, quietly minding his own business. He was the real mystery. Who is he truly? An actual god in the flesh? Then why does he seem so normal? Why doesn't he look any different than the rest of us? But if what I heard in Soren's manner is true, then he'd be hundreds, if not thousands of years old. How can a god just walk the planet? I thought they were meant to be in the heavens, protecting Aurelia Cavella. But Nox and this man said they were exiled and hunted. Who has the power to do that?
Ether, please take us back to Sid KM.
Science retainer pulled open a glass window, poking his head through.
Yes, sir. But may I ask, is he dead?
Half dead.
Shush, he's asleep. You wouldn't want to wake him, would you?
No, sir.
He closed the window with a face as if he just ate something sour. It seemed like he really hated us, and he was very protective of Cyne. Just must have been together for a long time. They must have been together for a long time. Did I read that right? I don't know.
He seems pleasant? How long have you known each other?
Huh? Ether? His family served mine for decades, so we were kind of brought up together.
What, like brothers or something? Your family must be pretty important.
They like to think they are.
The carriage slowly made its way through the dark streets of Oxabor, pulled along by the 3 horses in the front. Looking at everyone in here, I wasn't surprised that Ether was worried. A peach-haired man wearing only a poncho, a seedy-looking guy with a body over his shoulder.
All right, when are we gonna get some answers? Just what is going on here?
Who are you two?
Hey, come on now. It's late. Get some sleep and I'll explain everything tomorrow.
Tomorrow, all we've done is wait. I'm getting sick of it.
I looked again at the peach-haired man. I felt oddly drawn to him. It's as if he was meeting... wow, I don't know why I struggled with that one. It's as if I was meeting a long-lost friend, but I don't think we'd ever actually met.
They say patience is a virtue. You'd be wise to practice it.
Oh, you little...
It's fine. I'm pretty tired myself, so we can talk more tomorrow.
A night's rest will do you well. You've been through a lot today.
Theos grumbled but dropped it, leaning back to get some sleep. Fawn and Cyne quickly followed suit. At night it took me a long time to find sleep.
Rain. Rain, can you hear me?
Yes?
You travel. Somewhere I cannot follow.
Oh, okay.
I'll catch up soon.
At least now it doesn't feel as choppy as before. It seems like they're probably like close, complete sentences. It's just a lot of pauses versus like the very choppiness of the previous ones. Oh, who is this though? I want to know so bad.
Rain, wake up.
I don't wanna.
Is it morning already?
You slept like a baby. Everyone else is outside stretching their legs.
Sorry. You didn't have to wait for me. I must have been really tired.
I don't mind. I'll always wait for you.
Oh, sweet boy. No. we can't be doing this. He smiled widely for the first time in what felt like ages. There'd been no chance to just enjoy each other's company lately, compared to when we first met. And in fact, it felt like we hadn't gotten to talk one-on-one in a very long time. Soren still sat in the corner, quietly breathing. He hadn't moved a muscle this whole time. He was really out cold.
How are you feeling? The last few days have been pretty hectic, huh?
Look at those smile. Oh.
I'm happy it's over, honestly. I feel tired.
This must be the most excitement you've had in years.
Excitement is one way to put it. Even in the last few days, so much has happened. I'm happy we can finally rest a little.
Yeah, I'm happy it's over too. Well, mostly. I wish I could have done more. I don't know. It just feels like if I tried harder, there would have been a better way to fix things.
Me too. I've been entirely useless.
Not at all. I wouldn't even be here if not for you.
I know I showed you the way out of the forest, but it's not enough. I'm not enough. I want to be able to do
Oh.
something too. Even Cyne has been more helpful.
You're fine how you are. You don't need to change for me. And, you know, I know it's a little late into the journey, but you can turn back anytime. No one will think any less of you.
Can you turn back anytime? Would you be prepared to just stop?
We can't though. We can't go back. Like going back would just be going back with you and that's it. And I think like Rain needs to do more than that, right? Now that he has like something that he needs to focus on. We still have that thingy on our arm. Like what the fuck is that? I keep forgetting that's a thing we have.
Well, no. There's only one path for me to follow.
Me too, then. I'd follow you anywhere. If you'll have me, that is.
I wouldn't want it any other way. In fact, I'd probably have to come get you if you left. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh.
Yoo-hoo! Lovebirds! I hope you're not dirtying my carriage too much. Make sure to wipe off the seats when you're done.
Oh my god, Cyne, please.
What? We're not doing anything.
Oh, I can picture it now. Rain pinning you down to the chair, furiously undressing you. Then
This man enjoys this way too much.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! We're just talking.
come out here and talk then.
Does he think we're...
Just ignore him. He wants a reaction.
Okay, we're coming out.
We pushed open the door that led outside of the carriage and stepped out into the cool air. The cold pushed over my skin, making me pull my clothes in tighter, and icy wind blew through the trees, rustling the leaves and chilling me down to the bone. We were already far from Oxabor. It felt freeing, like I could finally breathe.
Oh, look who's decided to grace us with his presence.
Leo leant against a tree a short distance away, his arms crossed over his chest. Cyne bounced to my side, pushing Fawn out of the way. Hey, be nice.
I hope you weren't having too much fun without me. I wanted to stay with you too, but someone told me to leave.
Oh, wow. Fawn.
You were being noisy.
Boo! Was not. I just wanted to get a look.
Cyne, no. Fawn, you did good. Cyne, you gotta calm down.
Which is why I kicked you out.
I love the voice actor for Fawn. It's just the times where they get like mean and serious and pissed is great. I love it.
Good morning, Rain. Did you manage to sleep well?
Yes, apparently yes. The peach-haired man approached me, a calm smile on his face.
I did, thankfully. Sorry that I slept in so much, though.
Well, now that we're all awake, it's time you answered our questions.
Maybe if you ask me really nicely.
Oh my god.
Come on, just a little pretty please.
How about you tell me and I don't put a knife through your gut?
Ignore him. He's not good with mornings.
I'll answer any questions you have, if I can. Why don't we start with an introduction? My name is Varys, and this is Ilron.
Varys. He truly is the same bird as before.
I'm sure you're wondering about what happened with Nox and Soren. I know that you're still worried about them.
Was meeting you in Stagwish just a coincidence, or...?
Well, we weren't there as a welcoming party for you, if that's what you're asking. We were stopping by for some personal business before heading to Oxabor for work.
Work?
I take bounties occasionally, if the job interests me enough. A demon in Oxabor? Well, that's pretty exciting, right?
We already knew that something evil was dwelling in Oxabor, as it had for a great number of years. I'm sorry to admit it, but we did use you as kind of bait. I promise we had every intention of getting you out of there alive.
You knew I was going to be taken?
Ooh.
We knew it would happen, just not when or how. We followed you back to Soren's mansion, and when you didn't come out, we came in after you.
What happened in there must be shocking to you, but you handled it well. Many others wouldn't have been able to deal with it.
What did you do to him? Is he actually a demon?
I consumed his soul. It's a delicate process. Take too much and they'll die. To answer your other question, yes, Nox was a demon, but Soren was not. I think an explanation on what a demon truly is would help. Tell me, do you believe in the gods?
I mean, we sort of, where we're from, it's like, yes, gods aren't a thing, but they don't walk around among us. I stare at the man in front of me. Do I believe? Of course, I followed them all my life. But believing that they watched over me unseen is different from believing that one stands right in front of me.
I do? They watch over us from above, right? At least, that's what I thought.
He smiled at me.
You're not exactly wrong. That's what they are meant to do. A long time ago, most of us fell from above. I think I mentioned it before, but many of the old gods died or faded away, stuck with no believers. Others took immortal forms, but found themselves nearly powerless. Many went insane, unable to deal with the loss of everything dear to them, and decided that death was the better option. Others continued living, trying to find their new purpose.
Are you telling me not a single god is left to watch over us?
Not exactly. Some remain, but they're so far out of our reach. I'm not sure if we'll ever be able to rejoin them.
Then a demon is...
A fallen god. The two are the same, except in name and attitude.
Those that choose to feast upon the souls of humans or other creatures gain considerable power, but it's looked down upon. It goes against everything we want to protect. A god that gains power through devouring souls is called a demon. That's what Nox was. Many years ago, he was the god of the hunt, watching over both humans and animals alike. But he was corrupted by the greed of mankind and turned against them. I know you want to blame him for everything, but he's also a victim. The way he went about his revenge was wrong, yet I feel for him. Tortured and torn apart by the people he swore to protect. It must have been painful.
Then you are also a god? But you...
It pains me to have taken part of his soul. It was my first time, but it was the only way to help him. We could have just killed him and been done with it. But something about Rain's plea made me want to do more. I just hope it'll actually help.
He did that to help Soren and I, despite being so against it.
You turned from a bird into a human, right? Can all gods do that?
It takes a lot of energy, but many of us can change between our mortal and other forms. I feel like I should reintroduce myself. My name is Varys, and I was once the god of harvest. Now, I mostly wander from place to place, trying to help where I can. I'm not so different from any of you.
Ilron? You too?
No, I'm just a regular guy. We just happen to be traveling together.
And you're in love.
Although, god of sex or
God.
god of good looks would both suit me pretty well, huh?
Shut up.
Gross.
Samesies. Gross.
Ew.
Oh, I love them. I hate them sometimes, but God, I love them.
Wow, that hurts.
We get along well, and I enjoy our time together. Well, I hope that answers some of your questions. I know it's a lot to take in.
I still had so many questions. For some reason, the beings above all fell down to the mortal world. Many of them died, some of them became demons. And some wander the roads of Vidus, no different in normal humans, Varys. But the speaker, he talks to them, he passes their messages to us.
I think it's about time we left. If we wait around much longer, I think your driver might die of a heart attack.
I look back towards the carriage, half of Ether's face stuck out, watching us. When he noticed that we were looking at him, he yelped and ran away.
He's an interesting character.
I'll go deal with him. I'll join you in the back in a moment.
Cyne walked back towards the front of the carriage, and the rest of us piled into the back. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links are in the description. Taking a pause in May, there's not going to be early access and exclusive access, I don't think, for the month of May. I'm taking a break. But if you want to support me, or if you're just interested in that stuff afterwards, check out my Patreon. Links are in the description. Hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!